Hello, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Hey. 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 Today, I think I am going to do a drugstore affordable face. We're going to do maybe all drugstore brands. Probably not the eyeshadow palettes, but definitely the foundation, primers, concealers. We're going to do all drugstore. So, without further ado, let's get into it. You're going to moisturize my skin with Pond's. This is a original classic. I think I've been using this since I first started my makeup journey. So I'm just going to apply this into my skin. Now this is the Pond's cream for dry skin. I have medium to combo skin or normal to combo skin. I don't really have many skin problems, but when I do, it cuts up. I'm going to go in with Infallible foundation in the shade 510. This may be a little too light, so I may go in. I normally do this routine, honestly, when I use this foundation. I feel like these two are a perfect match. Even though this is not a foundation, a drugstore foundation. This is Anastasia. We just go use like a squirt of that. It just gives my skin a good balance in between, finding my perfect shade. So I'm just going to use literally one squirt of that. I have my Real Techniques beauty blender. I'm going to pat that in the back of my hand. And look at that shade. When I say it's like skin-like, it's like my perfect match. Those two by itself. Now, if I would have just went in with the regular Infallible, I would have been too yellow, too light, not right. So let's just pat this concealer in. This foundation in. I do have a wet beauty blender. It is damp because I feel like you get more evenly disbursement when you have a damp beauty blender, and then it just makes your skin look more hydrated. Makes the skin look more hydrated. We're gonna get all under the chin. Make sure we have an even jawline. Next, I'm gonna go in with my concealer from Infallible. This is the full wear concealer, baby. I use these so much they like gone. They are, when I say full coverage, that's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. If you're not a full coverage type of girl, then this is not the concealer for you, honey. But me, I have, bags and things, strange things going on. I'm getting emails to my computer. You gotta disregard that sound though. So I went in with the 410 on the outer corners and the inner corner of my eye. I'm gonna go in with the 395 on top of that because I like a bright under eye. Just a little bit of color, just a little bit. It makes the difference, trust me. It doesn't look like much of a difference on camera, but baby, in person, yeah. And while this is sitting, I also like to let my concealer sit. So I feel like it moves better, it blends out better when it gets a little bit more tacky. So I'm going to go in and bronze with the same concealer, Infallible, but this is the shade 420. put it right here. Put a couple of dots on my forehead. I don't know. I have been doing face lately. I used to do eyes a lot. Now I do face a lot. Let me know if this is too advanced for you. If you want me to do eyes first, maybe. I know when I was starting off doing makeup, I definitely did eyes first. So if you are like super beginner friendly, let me know if this is like, no, Tana, go back to eyes. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that concealer and go down the bridge of my nose. This is the shade 410. That's the brighter shade. I'm gonna go in. Well, no, that's the darkest shade. My apologies. Yes, I'm just gonna take that shade and hit those spots that I want to highlight. So chin area, forehead area, nose. I am going to blend out my bronzer first, my contour. I'm going to blend that out first. I like to blend out my concealer last. I like when she is really, really tacky. And this concealer blends out pretty good when you let it sit. And I've also learned to contour, you don't need all those dark shades. You know, I don't know. I mean, like I said before in my previous video, if you have not seen that one, go check that one out too. I did a Fenty review. It's like a little chit chat, get to know me thing. It was a nice video. But yeah, to contour, you really don't need dark shades. And I'm learning that. I'm learning that the less product I use, honestly, the better the face comes out. And that's just some real stuff. Blender. This is the one that I used out for the foundation. I'm going to use that same beauty blender to blend out my highlighted areas. Start with the chin first. Look how that blend out. Like butter. I'm going to look up as I'm blending out this under eye. Y'all look crazy on camera, but hey, I'm gonna be a dime in about an hour. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? What kind of flavor we gonna bring up in this mug? I like it though. Blend it out. Pretty nice. You just gonna keep that here on the forehead. Sometimes I get a little sloppy with the forehead area, then I have to go back in and, you know, buff it out. Same thing with the chin too. You just take that leftover bronzer from your brush and just kind of blend it out. So I'm gonna go in now with my airspun setting powder. This is a classic holy grail. Literally, it's one of the affordable, best peachy tone peachy tone setting powders, and I love it. It does kind of smell like old lady. No offense to anyone. I just hope that you get the grasp of what I'm trying to compare the smell to. So we are going to set under eye. I'm not really the biggest baker, like having the powder bake under my eye. I feel like that honestly is not the best move for me, because my eye has bags, and with those bags, it holds a lot of product, and I just seem to look super dry when I do it that way. So I really don't bake too much, or bake, you know, this way. I just press it in. It's the same method. I like to go in and just kind of clean up, you know, the contour line, just to make sure she's fresh and clean, straight. And the same thing on this side as well. And then, and I'm loving her. We haven't even contoured yet. I'm still going to go over that bronzer with the powder, because you want to always set your face with a powder. If you're going in with the liquid product, it has to be over with powder. You have to set it with powder. My contour, I'm going to go in with my crayon case, the matte book. I'm going to go in with this shade right here. Just a light little tap, and I'm going to set that liquid in place. Just a few taps. No. And we just go keep blending it out until, you know, we don't see any lines of demarcation, and until I look nice and blended. I kind of like to use the same brushes a lot for, you know, a lot of things on my face, as far as blending out my eyes, my nose. I like to use the same brushes sometimes. This is one of my favorite brushes too. This is a soft accent brush from Real Techniques. And I just feel like that blended on my nose perfectly. If you guys hear my computer, that is just a family text. Family text message is set up on my freaking computer, so you get notifications every time. I'm not gonna bake my nose just yet because she be tripping sometimes. So we are just going to set my concealer and contour on my nose with just a little bit of powder for right now. Just a few taps. Okay, so here we just have face and skin, a little bit of contour, no blush. I'm debating if I want to go in with blush, but we are just going to do maybe a dramatic wing and a lash. I don't think I want to do too much of eyeshadow. Just maybe a dramatic wing and a pretty lash, I'm thinking. So off camera, I did go ahead and apply my right eye with my wing and my lash. I'm going to go in with my Patrick Star liner. This one is not drugstore either. This one is a felt tip, but it is really, really, really easy to work with. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and just drag out. Now, when I start my wing, I always draw this part first. Then I just bring that in like that. You know, then you can kind of go in and play with the size of what you want or how you like it. but you want to get that precise line first. Then I'm going to drag the inner corner. And look how black that is. That's the thing. It's really hard to find true pigment black eyeliners. And with my So we're almost done with the finished look. I just don't know what type of lip I should apply. I'm not sure if I should do a natural lip or if I want to do a black lip. Maybe a black lip. I'm not sure yet. What do you think? Natural or black? So I'm back with the finished look. I love how it turned out. Don't sleep on drugstore because honestly, look, it doesn't matter about the name or the price. It's about how you blend.